Dear beloved, the Bible wrote that God formed humans from the dust of the ground. The Bible wrote that God breathed the breath of life into humanity's nostrils and they became living beings. The Bible wrote that God spoke worlds into being. The Bible wrote that humanity are created in the image of God and they are endowed with certain gifts. When you bring your hand energy center, the energy center in the palm of your hand, to your throat energy centers, the energy centers on the front and on the back of your neck, your hand energy center activate a portal to the breath of God, the breath of life. The breath of life, the Logos, the word that spoke worlds into being. Focus on the pulse beneath your fingers. Your pulse is the Logos, the breath of life, it is drumming in your veins. Breathe as the breath of life breathes, draw in starlight, exhale intentions. This is how the vitality of the universe becomes the pulse in your veins and the vibration of your words. Your auric field is filled with the currents of life. With each inhalation you draw into it the breath of life. With each exhalation, release your signature back and speak your desires into the sky above. Inhale from the heart of the cosmos. Exhale and give back your blessings. In this exchange, you breathe with the presence of God, the breath of creation. Feel the pulse beneath your fingers, this is the vitality of the breath of life moving within you. With your hand on your throat, whisper I am blessed and feel the Logos, the breath of life, replicate your genes anew. When you affirm I prosper you set the beat of your life's music to a new cadence, one of abundance and grace. Whisper I am blessed and feel those feelings awakening, glowing, and aligning within your aura. Within your aura lies your primal pattern, the silent design that holds you in form. Now, in this stillness, listen to the whispers of the breath of life calling you back to the source from which your being arose. Breathe in and draw in golden light from the heart of the cosmos. As you exhale, let that light carry your chosen words, blessing, prosperity, luck, into the sky above, where they begin to orbit you. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, and as living speech. Breathe, inhale from the heart of the cosmos, and exhale gifting your gratitude back. This exchange aligns your word with the primordial word. When your hand rests upon your throat, feel the whisper of the cosmos speaking through you. The Logos, the breath of life, hums. Whisper I am lucky and listen as the breath of life replies through sensations that reshape your auric field. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, the word of God circulates as blood, as breath, and as living speech. The etheric layer of your auric field is a tide that ebbs and flows with your feelings. Each inhalation draws currents inward, each exhalation sends your intentions into the sky above, which writes your experiences in luminous scripts. Breathe as the cosmos breathes, draw in starlight, exhale intentions. This is how the vitality of the universe becomes the pulses in your veins and the vibrations of your words. With a hand upon your throat, what you affirm with feelings are sewn into the etheric layer of your auric field. Your feelings take root in your genetic patterns, feelings are living forces. Beneath your hand, feel the ancient pulse of the word, older than stone, older than time. Whisper I am blessed and feel your feelings harmonizing with the hymn of eternity. Feel the vitality of the cosmos as the pulse within your veins. Hand on throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the hidden pulse answering from beyond, moving through you as cosmic heartbeats. When you bring your hand energy center to your throat energy center you awaken the primordial breath. Bring your hand to your throat and feel when God spoke the first words into being. This is your inheritance. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, and as living speech. Inhale and draw from the silent well before creation. The Logos, the breath of life, is the pulse within your veins. As you exhale, feel the word echo through your cells, shaping your being. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, alive inside you as your own pulse and breath. This is the mystery. The Word of God is made flesh through your voice, and shape your experiences through your feelings, your light and your words. Close your eyes, place your hand upon your throat, and feel the hidden vitality of the cosmos in your pulse. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, in the silent rhythm within your veins. Beloved, from the threshold of creation, summon the breath of God. The Word of God, the Logos, the breath of life, the living Word, allow it to move from the heavens through you. What you affirm with your hand upon your throat is called forth by the breath of life. Each word you speak enters the etheric layer of your aura. The etheric layer extends just beyond the skin. This shimmering layer is a living field that receives your intentions and reflects them through your aura into the world. When you say, "I am blessed," in this posture you write the frequency of blessings into your light body. You inscribe that script into your aura. In this posture, with each inhalation you draw in light currents from the cosmic field, the life force energy of creation, and with each exhalation you send back into it your intentions. In this posture the etheric layer of your aura breathes with the cosmic field. The cosmic field is a living energy that flows into your aura, your feelings, your emotions, and your intentions. Within your aura lies a pattern, the blueprint of your being, which gives you form and which is in communication with the higher realms. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation. Place your hand on the throat where your feelings are woven and whisper, "I prosper. I am blessed. I am lucky." With each utterance, feel the words inscribing themselves like golden script into your aura that surrounds you. Feel your etheric layer shifting, adjusting, and harmonizing with your new pattern. You are authoring a new frequency. And you are rewriting the radiant codex of your destiny. Stay here for a moment, breathe with the Logos, the breath of life, hand upon throat, until the words you speak becomes your feelings. The word and the breath are one. You are the word that was in the beginning. And in this union, know, what you speak in this posture also enters the cosmic tide, the eternal tide, and returns multiplied. Imagine that you are standing upon the same ground where the ancients whispered their first prayers. Look at the heavens above, the breath of creation. Draw a deep inhalation as you bring your hand gently to your throat. This is the gate of utterance, the living door of the Logos, the breath of life. Beneath your palm, feel the echoes of the first pulse, the vitality of the cosmos flowing as life within your veins. This is the primordial word breathing you. What you affirm with your hand upon your throat is sown. Each word you speak becomes a feeling pressed into your etheric aura. Extending just beyond the skin, this field is a luminous garden, receptive and mirroring. It take in your feelings and reflect them as new experiences into the world. To say, "I am blessed," in this posture is to write blessing into the structure of your light. Feel the phrase shaping itself within your cells, tracing new lines of radiance through the hidden manuscript of your aura. Each inhalation draws currents from the sky, streams of unformed life from the greater ocean of creation. Each exhalation releases impressions back into it, colors, scents, and patterns of your intentions. Thus, your etheric layer is a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your feelings, emotions, and intentions. Here lies your primal pattern, the blueprint of your being, quietly holding you in form while in communion with the sky above, the breath of life. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation, and God's first utterance. Whisper now, I prosper. I am blessed. I am lucky. Feel these words as light, as architecture, as living symbols moving outward into your aura that surrounds you. Each syllable is a spark, each spark a star, each star a new constellation forming. Stay in this space. With every breath, feel the Logos, the breath of life, breathing you. With every exhale, feel your words returning to the great tide, gathering momentum, and echoing back in forms of blessing. In this union you are a weaver of worlds. The breath of God, the Word, and your being is one living current. The primordial song of God is breathing through you. Breathe in gently, draw from the well of time itself. Feel the breath as a shimmering thread that links you to the beginning, to the moment when the Word of God moved across the waters of the void. The breath of creation is still moving, it moves through you. Bring your hand to your throat, the seat of utterance, the living doorway of the Logos, the breath of life. Beneath your palm is a pulse as old as the stars, the vitality of the breath of life is the pulse within your veins. The Logos, the breath of life, eternal and living, is closer than your next breath. What you affirm with your hand upon your throat is sewn into your aura. Each phrases you shape becomes imprints pressed into your luminous etheric field. Your luminous etheric layer extends just beyond your skin. This field receives your words and reflects them back as frequencies of living realities into the world. When you say I am blessed with a hand on the throat chakra, you write blessing into your light body. Feel this phrase vibrate inside your cells, tracing new pathways of radiance through your aura. Beloved, each inhalation you take draws currents from the atmosphere. These are the currents of the divine. The ions in the ionosphere, the upper layer of the atmosphere, is the giver of life itself. Each exhalation releases impressions back into the sky with your intentions, which becomes the patterns for your life. The sky above is the architect of events, it ebbs and flows with your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Beloved, within your aura lies a primal pattern, the blueprint of your aura. It quietly holds you in form while communicating with the atmosphere and the breath of life. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation, it is the loom from which your genes are woven. With your hand energy center on your throat energy center, whisper softly, I prosper. I am blessed. I am lucky. Feel the words as luminous symbols etched into your aura, the subtle energy field that surrounds you. Each phrase is a thread of light that weave prosperity, blessings, and divine grace into your aura. Breathe for several breaths and allow each inhalation to draw the Logos, the breath of life, deeper into you. Allow each exhalation to send your words into the atmosphere, where they echo and return multiplied. Feel your etheric tide shift and harmonize with the new pattern you have breathed into your aura. In this moment, you are a living inscription of the Word, the breath of creation moving as you. Stay here until you feel the Logos, the breath of life, within you and around you as one seamless presence. You are breathed by the Word. You are sown by the Word and you are prospered by the Word. Close your eyes. Let your breath become slow and ancient. Inhale from the beginning, from the first dawn where silence trembled before the Word. Feel each breath as a shimmering tide, the breath of creation moving through you. Now, gently place your hand upon your throat. This is the threshold of utterance, the living gateway where the imagined becomes form. Beneath your palm is the heartbeat of the breath of life in your veins. This is the Logos, the breath of life, the living Word of God. It is nearer than thoughts and deeper than breathing. Know this, what you affirm with your hand upon your throat is sown. Each syllable you form presses feelings into your etheric aura. This field extending just beyond your skin, is a shimmering garden of light, receptive to your feelings. It receives your feelings, harmonizes them, and reflects them as your experiences in the world. To speak I am blessed in this posture is to inscribe blessing into the structure of your light. Feel the phrase as living script written upon the architecture of your soul, as golden threads weaving new designs within your being. Each inhalation draws living currents from the atmosphere as streams of life force from the boundless ocean of the Logos, the breath of life. Each exhalation releases impressions back into it, patterns, colors, and sounds of your intentions flows upward. Thus the etheric layer is a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your feelings, emotions, and intentions. It is responsive like a cosmic sea to the winds of your inner world. Here lies your primal pattern, the hidden blueprint of your being, quietly holding you in form while in communication with the breath of life. To feel this layer is to brush your fingers against the fabric of creation. Now, in a whisper, speak these words with your hand still upon your throat: I prosper. I am blessed. I am lucky. Feel each utterance as a symbol of light, a sacred code dissolving into the aura that surrounds you. Each syllable is a luminous feeling, taking root in the garden of your etheric body. Breathe for a few breaths. With each inhalation, feel the Logos, the breath of life, drawing deeper into you. With each exhalation, feel your words flowing into the atmosphere, where they echo, expand, and return multiplied. In this stillness you are shaping worlds. The breath of creation, the primordial word, and your own being have become one. And know, as you dwell in this union, you are the field and the feeling. You are the breath and the word. You are blessed, prospered, and luminous. Close your eyes and draw a slow, deliberate breath. Inhale from the first morning of creation and feel the air carrying the living memory of the Logos, the breath of life, the word before all words. As you exhale, feel yourself in that memory. Allow your body to soften, your awareness to expand, and place your hand gently upon your throat, the living gate where the imagined becomes form. Beneath your palm feel the ancient pulse of the breath of life. From this center the whispers of the primordial pulses in you. Know this truth: what you affirm with your hand upon your throat is sown. Each utterance you form in this posture presses feelings into your etheric aura. Extending just beyond your skin, this field is alive, luminous, and responsive, a shimmering garden of light, receiving your feelings and reflecting them back into the world. To speak I am blessed in this posture is to write blessing into the structure of your light. Feel the phrase weaving through your cells, etching new constellations within your being. With each inhalation, draw the currents of the atmosphere into you, the raw, unshaped breath of creation. With each exhalation, release your impressions back into it, your feelings, your emotions, and your intentions flows upward as luminous patterns. Your etheric layer is never static, it is a living tide, ebbing and flowing with all that you do. Here, at the edge of breath and word, lies your primal pattern, the hidden blueprint of your aura, quietly holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. To feel this layer is to brush your soul against the fabric of creation. Now, in a voice no louder than a whisper, speak: I prosper. I am blessed. I am lucky. Let each word be a key, each syllable a feeling. Feel how these utterances, and their many synonyms of abundance, fortune, grace, and blessing, inscribe themselves into the aura that surrounds you. See them as shimmering symbols, alive with the Logos, the breath of life, taking root in the garden of your aura. Breathe for several breaths. Inhale, drawing the primordial word deeper into you. Exhale, sending your new pattern outward to mingle with the breath of creation. In this union, you are weaving worlds. And know, as you dwell in this stillness, You are the feeling and the soil. You are the breath and the word. You are the blessing spoken, prospering, and luminous. Place your hand upon your throat and close your eyes. Feel the ancient pulse beneath your palm, the rhythm of the breath of life. Whisper I am blessed and feel the syllables sowing themselves into the living garden of your etheric field. With each inhalation draw the unspoken word inward, with each exhalation, release your blessings outward. The structure of light. Imagine your body as a luminous manuscript. Each breath writes a new line, each word a living symbol. With your hand on your throat, speak softly, I prosper. See golden script etching itself into the structure of your light, inscribing prosperity into your etheric field. The pulse of the breath of life. Sit in stillness and feel the universe breathing you. The Logos, the breath of life, moves as the pulse within your veins. Hand upon your throat, breathe in the vitality, breathe out impressions of gratitude and blessing. Feel the ebb and flow of your aura responding like a tide to the moon. The garden beyond the skin. Visualize your etheric aura as a radiant garden extending just beyond your skin. Each affirmation is a feeling falling into its soil. Hand on throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the feeling sprout instantly as light and fragrance around you. The whisper of the breath of life. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Feel the blueprint of your being, a silent pattern holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Touch your throat and speak I am blessed, echoing God's first word over the waters, shaping your life anew. The living tide. Feel your aura as an ocean, shimmering, translucent, in constant motion. Hand upon your throat, breathe in the word, breathe out your intentions. Know that this tide carries your thoughts and emotions, reflecting them back as waves of experience. The feeling of utterance. Every syllable you speak is a feeling. Place your palm upon your throat, feel the Logos, the breath of life, in your pulse, and whisper I prosper. Imagine that feeling falling into the etheric soil, sprouting roots that weave through your aura and bear fruit in your life. The thread of breath. Draw in a breath and inhale from the first dawn of creation. Hand on throat, exhale as though returning your voice to eternity. Speak I am lucky and feel the phrase stretching like a silver thread, linking you to the primordial word. The radiant mirror. See your etheric aura as a mirror of stars, reflecting whatever you impress upon it. Hand upon throat, speak I am blessed and watch starlight rearrange itself to match your utterance. Each inhalation draws cosmic light, each exhalation imprints your signature upon it. The loom of being. Feel your aura as a loom and your words as the shuttle. Hand on throat, breathe with intention. Whisper synonyms of blessing, fortune, and prosperity, and watch them weave threads of light into the garment of your destiny. The breath of creation. Inhale as though taking in the breath that moved across the waters of the void. Exhale as though releasing it back to God. Hand on throat, speak I prosper and feel the living breath transforming your aura into a temple of abundance. The sowing of light. With each affirmation, see yourself sowing beams of light into your aura. Hand upon throat, softly say I am blessed and feel your aura shimmering with planted stars, each one a feeling of future blessing. The cosmic garden. Imagine your aura as a vast celestial garden. Each inhalation draws down starlight, each exhalation releases blossoms of intention. Hand upon your throat, whisper I am lucky and feel new constellations forming around you. The blueprint. Whisper breathe deeply into your solar plexus and up into your throat. Feel your primal pattern, your soul's hidden blueprint. Place your hand upon your throat and speak the sacred words, I prosper, I am blessed, I am lucky, as though you are activating ancient symbols carved into your being. The union of word and breath. Sit silently until breath and heartbeat align. Hand upon throat, draw in the word, exhale the world. Whisper blessings, prosperity, and fortune, and feel your aura vibrate like a living psalm. You are no longer speaking words, you are becoming the word, breathing creation itself. The first breath, close your eyes and draw a breath, the same breath that hovered over the waters at the beginning. Place your hand upon your throat. Feel the logos, the breath of life, as the pulse in your veins. Whisper, I am blessed, and know this is a feeling, sown into your etheric garden. The garden beyond the skin. Feel the field around you as a shimmering garden of light extending just beyond your skin. Each inhalation draws currents of cosmic dew, each exhalation plants the feelings of your affirmations. With your palm on your throat, speak I prosper and feel it rooting itself in luminous soil. The cosmic pulse. Sit in stillness, hand on throat. The vitality of the breath of life becomes your pulse. Each beat is a word, each breath a verse. Speak softly I am lucky and feel new constellations forming within your aura. The structure of blessing. Imagine your being as a structure of living light. Every affirmation writes a new pattern into it. Hand upon your throat, breathe deeply, and murmur I am blessed. See threads of gold weaving themselves into your aura. The living tide. Feel your etheric layer as a tide, never static, always moving. Hand on throat, breathe in divine currents, breathe out impressions of gratitude. Whisper I prosper and feel the tide turning to carry your intention outward and return it multiplied. The blueprint. Whisper within you lies the primal pattern of your being, the blueprint of your aura is replicating your genes. With your hand on your throat, whisper I am blessed and feel ancient symbols awakening, glowing, and aligning within your genes. The feeling of utterance. Place your palm on your throat and realize, every word is a feeling. Breathe in from the field, breathe out into the field. Whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and see the feelings sprouting into light around you. The silver thread. Inhale as though drawing from the first dawn of creation. Exhale as though releasing your word back to eternity. Hand upon your throat, softly say I prosper and see a silver thread linking you to the logos, the breath of life, weaving your reality. The radiant mirror. Visualize your aura as a mirror of stars. Hand on throat, whisper I am blessed and watch the stars rearrange to reflect your affirmation, echoing your words in light. The loom of being. Imagine your etheric body as a great loom. Each breath is the shuttle, each word the thread. Hand upon throat, softly say I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and watch a new pattern of fortune weaving itself into your destiny. The breath of creation. Inhale as though drawing the same breath God once exhaled to animate dust. Exhale back into the great tide. Hand on throat, whisper I prosper and feel the primordial breath transforming your aura into a temple of abundance. The sowing of light. With your hand upon your throat, speak your affirmation. See your words as beams of light falling like feelings into your field. Whisper I am blessed and feel planted stars blossoming within and around you. The celestial garden. Visualize your aura as a celestial garden nourished by starlight. Each inhalation draws down radiant streams, each exhalation releases blossoms of intent. Hand on throat, murmur I am lucky and feel a new constellation bloom. The song of the logos, the breath of life. Sit quietly until breath and heartbeat merge. Hand on throat, inhale the logos, the breath of life, exhale the world. Whisper synonyms of prosperity and blessing, and feel your aura vibrating like a psalm. Your words are living sounds. The union of word and breath. Remain still, hand upon throat. Inhale currents of creation, exhale impressions of your soul. Whisper I prosper, I am blessed, I am fortunate. Feel your words inscribing prosperity into the aura that surrounds you, until breath, word, and being are one. The Logos, the breath of life. As the first breath, close your eyes and place your hand upon your throat. Feel the pulse there, older than your body. This is where the Logos, the breath of life, first entered you, the breath of God animating dust. Each inhalation you take now is a return to that first inhalation. Whisper I am blessed and feel that blessing ripple through the structure of your light. Speak with the same voice that uttered the dawn. The ether as living memory. Imagine your etheric aura as a vast library surrounding you, its shelves shimmering with words you have spoken and thoughts you have sown. As your hand rests upon your throat, speak softly I prosper and know you are writing a new chapter in your living archive, one where every phrase returns to you, magnified. The throat as the feeling bed of worlds. Feel your throat as a sacred soil. Words placed here are feelings. To whisper I am lucky in this posture is to plant luminous feelings in your etheric field, which the breath of life waters and grows into new realities. The structure of light. Picture your body as a structure of living light, threads extending from your skin. When you affirm I am blessed, each thread vibrates, weaving that blessing into your form, until the vitality of the breath of life becomes the pulse within your veins. The primal pattern. Hold your breath for a moment and feel the stillness inside. This is your primal pattern, older than time, the silent blueprint of your being. As you exhale and whisper I prosper, you are tracing this blueprint with golden ink, making the invisible visible. The living tide. Envision your aura as a tide of light, ebbing and flowing beyond your skin. Each inhalation draws currents from the cosmic ocean, each exhalation sends back your impressions. In this dance, whisper I am blessed and feel the tide return brighter, richer, stronger. The whisper of the breath of life within you lies the primal pattern of your being, the blueprint of your aura is replicating your genes. With your hand on your throat, whisper I am blessed and feel ancient symbols awakening, glowing, and aligning within your genes. When your hand rests upon your throat, feel the whisper of the breath of life speaking through you. The Logos, the breath of life, hums. Whisper I am lucky and listen as the breath of life replies through sensation, reshaping your inner world. The pulse of the Logos, the breath of life. Focus on your pulse beneath your fingers. This rhythm is the Logos, the breath of life, drumming in your veins. As you affirm I prosper, you set the beat of your life's music to a new cadence, one of abundance and grace. The etheric mirror. The etheric aura is a mirror, reflecting what you send into it. Place your hand upon your throat and speak, I am blessed. See the mirror brighten, returning the image of blessing multiplied, feeding your cells, your mind, your path. The cosmic loom. Your etheric field is a loom. Each word is a thread you weave. Whisper I prosper as you move your awareness across your aura, and watch as threads of gold and emerald form a new tapestry, your destiny rewritten by your own breath. The subtle fabric. To touch the subtle fabric of creation, close your eyes and breathe slowly. Place your hand upon your throat. As you whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, feel your words slide like silk into this fabric, stitching new possibilities into the garment of your life. The ancestral breath. Feel the breath moving through you as a lineage, the same breath that moved through prophets, sages, and stars. As you affirm I am blessed, you join a chorus of souls who have spoken the primordial word before you, echoing eternity. The feelings of radiance. The etheric layer is fertile ground. Each intention you plant there sprouts into forms. With your hand upon your throat, speak I prosper as a knowing, a feeling already sprouting in the soil. The whisper of Genesis. Breathe from the dawn of creation. Allow each inhalation to be drawn from the cosmos and allow each exhalation to speak a world. Whisper I am lucky and feel a new Genesis unfolding in your field, born of your own living word. The return of the word. Feel the entire etheric field around you shimmering, responsive, alive. Every thought, every whisper, every affirmation is a pebble cast into its waters. Whisper I am blessed once more, and feel the wave return, a quiet proof that the word you speak is the world you inhabit. The first word still speaks. Close your eyes and place your hand upon your throat. Feel the quiet pulse beneath. This is the first word still speaking through you, older than your name. Whisper I am blessed and feel that blessing spiral into the structure of your light, a living echo of creation's dawn. The breath before sound. Inhale deeply, drawing in the vitality of the cosmos. Hold your breath for a moment. This is the Logos, the breath of life, before sound. As you exhale, whisper I prosper and watch your breath become a living script upon the etheric field around you. The feeling bed of speech. Your throat is a sacred soil. What is affirmed here is sown. Place your hand gently upon it and softly declare I am lucky. Feel that feeling take root in the subtle soil of your aura, awaiting the sunlight of your next breath. The structure of blessing. Visualize threads of light extending from your skin, weaving a luminous structure around you. As you affirm I am blessed, each thread vibrates, weaving your word into form until blessing becomes your atmosphere. The living tide. Breathe slowly. Feel your etheric layer as a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your thoughts. Each inhalation draws currents from the cosmic ocean, each exhalation releases impressions back into it. Whisper I prosper and feel the tide return, shimmering with prosperity. The blueprint beneath the breath. In the stillness between breaths lies your primal pattern, the silent blueprint of your being. As you whisper I am blessed, imagine golden script inscribing itself across this blueprint, shaping the foundations of your life. The mirror of the ether. Your aura is a mirror that returns what you place upon it. With hand on throat, whisper I am lucky and feel the mirror flash back the same luck magnified, filling your cells, your path, your day. The Logos, the breath of life, as pulse. Focus on your heartbeat beneath your fingers. This rhythm is the Logos, the breath of life, drumming within you. Speak I prosper and align your pulse with the pulse of abundance itself. The tapestry of breath. See your words as threads. Each inhalation pulls shimmering fibers from the breath of life, each exhalation weaves them into the tapestry of your field. Whisper I am blessed and feel a new pattern forming under your skin. The whisper of Genesis. Imagine you are standing in the first morning of breath of life. Each inhalation draws from the silent void, each exhalation speaks a world. Whisper I prosper and feel a new Genesis arising from your breath. The song without sound. Place your hand upon your throat and listen to the silence there. It is a song without sound, the Logos, the breath of life, before form. As you whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, feel this silent song awaken, singing luck into your field. The feeling of radiance. The etheric layer around you is fertile. Each affirmation is a feeling of radiance. As you speak I am blessed with your hand on your throat, feel that feeling begin to glow, sending roots into every part of your life. The subtle fabric. Feel the subtle fabric of creation brushing against your skin like invisible silk. Whisper I prosper into it and feel your words stitch new possibilities into the garment of your soul. The breath of the ancients. This breath you take is the same breath once held by prophets, sages, stars. Place your hand upon your throat and whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, joining your voice to theirs, letting the ancient current move through you again. The return of the word. Imagine the entire etheric field around you shimmering, alive. Every whisper you release is a pebble cast into its waters. Whisper I am blessed and feel the wave return, a quiet proof that the word you speak is also the world you inhabit. The first breath of the Logos, the breath of life. Place your hand upon your throat. Inhale slowly, drawing in the vitality of the breath of life. Feel the pulse of life beneath your fingers. Whisper "I am blessed" and imagine the first breath of creation filling you, expanding through every cell. The sowing of the word as you hold your throat gently, imagine your words as feelings. When you whisper "I prosper," see those feelings descending into the fertile soil of your etheric aura. Each word takes root, blossoming in invisible light. The structure of light. Visualize a shimmering structure of energy extending from your skin. Each affirmation you speak, "I am lucky," becomes a golden thread woven into that structure. This is the architecture of your blessings. The living tide of the aura. Breathe with slow reverence. Feel your etheric layer as a living tide, moving with your thoughts. With each inhalation draw prosperity, with each exhalation release gratitude. Whisper "I am blessed" and feel the tide surge with luminous power. The pulse of the primordial word. Focus on your heartbeat beneath your fingers. It is the Logos, the breath of life, pulsing within you. Say "I prosper" and let your heart synchronize with the pulse of creation itself. The whisper of Genesis. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of the first morning of time. Every inhalation draws from the silent void, every exhalation creates. Whisper "I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted," and feel a new Genesis unfold within you. The mirror of the ether. Your aura reflects whatever you plant within it. Place your hand upon your throat and softly affirm "I am blessed." Feel the mirror flash back your blessing, magnifying it, encircling your life with radiant fortune. The blueprint beneath. Breath. Between inhalation and exhalation lies your primal pattern, the blueprint of your being. As you whisper "I prosper," envision golden inscriptions forming across that blueprint, shaping your path in unique ways. The feeling of radiance with your palm at your throat. Feel your affirmation as a feeling of light. When you whisper "I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted," it descends into the soil of your aura and roots deep, glowing and expanding outward. The subtle fabric of creation. As you breathe, feel an invisible fabric brushing against your skin. Whisper "I am blessed" into it, and feel your words embroider new patterns into the garment of your soul. The song without sound beneath your hand is a silent hymn, the Logos, the breath of life, before sound. Whisper "I prosper" and feel that hymn awaken, singing abundance into your etheric layer. The breath of the ancients. Every breath you take is the same breath once held by prophets, stars, and worlds. Place your hand on your throat and whisper "I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted," joining your voice to that ancient current. The river of impressions. Each exhalation releases impressions into the ether, each inhalation draws back currents of potential. Whisper "I am blessed" as you exhale and watch the river of impressions carry your blessing across your field. The sacred loom of the aura. Visualize your aura as a loom. Your breath is the shuttle, your affirmations are the threads. Whisper "I prosper" and feel your soul weaving a new tapestry of prosperity and grace. The return of the word. Imagine the entire etheric field around you shimmering like starlight. Every whisper you release is a pebble cast into its waters. Whisper "I am lucky" and feel the wave return, proof that the word you speak is also the world you inhabit. The Logos, the breath of life, in the veins. Place your hand upon your throat. Feel the pulse beneath your fingers. This is the vitality of the breath of life moving within you. Whisper "I am blessed" and feel that the Logos, the breath of life, as the pulse in your veins, a living script moving as your blood. The breath before creation. Inhale deeply, draw in the first breath of the universe. Hold it in stillness, the pause before the word was spoken. Exhale softly, whispering I prosper, and feel creation itself exhale through you into form. The sower of light with hand on your throat, imagine your words as luminous feelings. Whisper I am lucky and see those feelings falling into the fertile field of your etheric aura, where the earth receives them and reflects them back as life events. The structure of blessing, feel an invisible structure of light extending from your skin like a net of stars. As you speak I am blessed, each thread vibrates, weaving your affirmation into the structure of your light body. The living tide, breathe slowly and feel your aura as a living tide. Each inhalation draws cosmic currents into you, each exhalation releases impressions into the field. Whisper I prosper and feel the tide return with the shimmer of prosperity. The blueprint of being between your breaths, feel the quiet blueprint of your being, the pattern that holds you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Speak I am lucky and see golden letters etching your affirmation across that hidden plan. The mirror of the ether with hand upon your throat, imagine your aura as a great mirror. Whisper I am blessed and watch the mirror flash back your blessing magnified, surrounding you with radiant fortune. The pulse of the primordial word, feel the beat beneath your fingers. It is the Logos, the breath of life, the living word drumming inside you. Say I prosper and allow your heart to align with the rhythm of abundance itself. The feeling of radiance as you whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, envision your word as a feeling of light, dropping into the subtle soil of your aura and sprouting radiant roots that reach into every part of your life. The subtle fabric of creation, feel an invisible fabric brushing against your skin. Whisper I am blessed into it and feel your words become threads that stitch new patterns into the garment of your soul. The silent song beneath your hand, listen to the silence in your throat. It is a song without sound, the Logos, the breath of life, before it becomes voice. Whisper I prosper and feel that song awaken, singing abundance into your field. The breath of the ancients, every breath you take is the same breath once drawn by prophets, sages, and stars. Place your hand on your throat and whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, joining your voice to that ancient river of breath flowing through time. The river of impressions as you exhale, imagine your words flowing as ripples into the ether. As you inhale, imagine the field answering back with blessings. Whisper I am blessed and feel this river carrying your affirmation outward and inward in a continuous exchange. The sacred loom of the aura, visualize your aura as a cosmic loom. Your breath is the shuttle, your words are the threads. Whisper I prosper and feel yourself weaving a tapestry of abundance and grace around your soul. The return of the word, picture the entire etheric field around you shimmering like starlight. Each whisper is a stone cast into its waters. Whisper I am lucky and feel the wave return, proof that the word you speak is also the world you inhabit. The breath of the Logos, the breath of life, place your hand upon your throat and draw in a slow, deliberate breath. Feel how the vitality of the breath of life moves into you, as the pulses in your veins. Whisper I am blessed and know that the first word speaks now through you. Sowing light into the aura as you inhale, imagine drawing golden streams from the infinite field. When you exhale, whisper I prosper and see your words descend as feelings of light into your etheric aura, ready to bloom. The structure of blessing, feel a living structure of starlit threads extending beyond your skin. Place your hand on your throat and whisper I am lucky. Each word vibrates through the structure, weaving fortune into your light body. The living tide of the ether, breathe slowly and feel your aura as a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your thoughts. Each inhalation draws currents from creation, each exhalation returns your impressions. Whisper I am blessed and watch the tide shimmer brighter. The blueprint beneath the breath, in the pause between breaths lies your primal pattern, the silent blueprint holding you in form. Whisper I prosper into this stillness and feel golden inscriptions appearing across your hidden design. The mirror of the Logos, the breath of life, with your palm at your throat, imagine your aura as a mirror reflecting your inner voice. Softly affirm I am lucky and see the mirror flash back magnified streams of grace into your life. The pulse of creation, feel the rhythm beneath your fingers, the Logos, the breath of life, pulsing within you. Say I am blessed and allow your heart to synchronize with the heartbeat of the universe. Whispering Genesis, imagine you stand at the first dawn of creation. Each inhalation draws from the silent void, each exhalation speaks a world. Whisper I prosper and feel a new Genesis awakening within you. The feeling of radiance, visualize your affirmation as a luminous feeling. Place your hand upon your throat and whisper I am lucky. The feeling falls into the soil of your aura, glowing and sprouting roots of prosperity. The subtle fabric of creation, breathe as though touching an invisible fabric. Whisper I am blessed into it and feel your words embroidering new patterns into the garment of your soul. The silent song of the word, listen under your hand to the silence at your throat. It is a song without sound, the word before voice. Whisper I prosper and feel that song awaken, singing abundance through your etheric layer. The breath of the ancients, this breath is the same held by prophets, sages, and stars. Place your hand on your throat and whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, joining your voice to the timeless current of creation. The river of impressions, each exhalation releases ripples into the ether, each inhalation returns the field's reply. Whisper I am blessed and feel this river carry your blessing outward and inward, a living exchange. The sacred loom of the aura, see your aura as a cosmic loom. Your breath is the shuttle, your affirmations are the threads. Whisper I prosper and watch a tapestry of abundance form around your soul. The return of the word, feel the entire etheric field shimmering like starlight. Every whisper you speak is a pebble cast into its waters. Whisper I am lucky and feel the wave return, proof that the word you speak is also the world you inhabit. The cosmic pulse in your veins, place your hand gently upon your throat. Inhale deeply, draw in the dawn of creation into your lungs. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, as the vitality pulsing within your veins. Whisper I am blessed and feel that blessing etching itself into your light. Sowing the word with each exhalation, imagine that what you affirm is sown, tiny feelings of luminous truth falling into the fertile soil of your etheric aura. Whisper I prosper and see this feeling take root. The aura as living tide, close your eyes. Feel the etheric layer just beyond your skin as a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your thoughts. Inhale, draw currents from the field, exhale, release impressions back. Whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the tide shimmer with fortune. The blueprint beneath the breath, in the stillness between breaths, discover your primal pattern, the blueprint of your being. It holds you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Speak softly, I am blessed, and feel golden inscriptions appear upon that hidden scroll. The structure of light, imagine a structure of light surrounding you, delicate and radiant. Place your palm at your throat and affirm, I prosper. Each syllable becomes a filament of prosperity woven into your living geometry. The mirror of the Logos, the breath of life, feel your aura as a mirror reflecting the words you place into it. Whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and watch streams of grace return from the mirror, magnified and multiplied. Whispering with the ancients, this breath is the same the prophets held, the same current that moved through the stars. Inhale deeply, hand on throat, and whisper, I am blessed. Feel yourself joined to the timeless chorus of creation. The subtle fabric of creation. Touch the subtle fabric beneath your palm, the silent weave of creation. Whisper, I prosper, and see your words embroider new patterns of abundance across its surface. The feeling of radiance with each whisper, envision a luminous feeling descending into your etheric soil. Say softly, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and watch as roots of fortune spread outward, connecting to the wider field. The living river. Your inhalation draws from the cosmic river, your exhalation releases ripples back. Whisper, I am blessed, and feel your affirmation move outward, returning as shimmering blessings. The sacred loom. Visualize your aura as a cosmic loom. Your breath is the shuttle, your words are the thread. Whisper, I prosper, and see a tapestry of abundance unfurl around your soul. The return of the word. Each affirmation you speak is a pebble cast into the still waters of the ether. Whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the wave returning, carrying echoes of your intent. The silent song beneath your hand at the throat is a song without sound, the word before voice. Whisper, I am blessed, and let that silent song awaken, humming prosperity through your aura. The primal pattern awakens. Inhale as though touching the first morning of creation. Exhale as though shaping worlds. Whisper, I prosper, and feel the blueprint of your being glow like dawn breaking within you. The infinite reflection. Feel your entire etheric field shimmering like constellations. Whisper, I am lucky, and feel your affirmation inscribe its signature into the sky, an eternal reflection of the primordial word now alive in you. The breath before time. With your hand upon your throat, close your eyes and inhale as though drawing the first dawn into your lungs. Feel the logos, the breath of life, the vitality of the breath of life as the pulse in your veins. Whisper, I am blessed, and know that blessing now lives in your breath. Feelings of the spoken word. As you exhale, imagine your words as feelings cast into the fertile etheric soil around you. I prosper, you whisper, and the feeling takes root within the aura, ready to bloom. The aura as living tide. Feel the etheric aura extending just beyond your skin. It ebbs and flows like a living tide with every thought and emotion. Whisper softly, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel fortune ripple outward into the tide. The ancient pulse. Feel the rhythm beneath your palm, the same pulse that beat in prophets, sages, and stars. Inhale deeply, whisper, I am blessed, and connect with the timeless vitality threading through all creation. The blueprint awakens between breaths. Discover the primal pattern, the blueprint of your being. Whisper, I prosper, and feel your affirmation glow like a seal stamped upon your eternal design. Weaving light. Visualize your etheric field as a luminous structure of light. Place your hand at your throat and whisper, I am blessed. Each syllable becomes a strand of golden thread woven into your living geometry. The mirror of heaven. The aura mirrors what you plant into it. Whisper, I am lucky, and watch streams of grace reflected back upon you, magnified in the currents. The silent whisper of the logos, the breath of life, beneath your palm is a sound older than time, the word before voice. Inhale and whisper, I am blessed, feeling the primordial hymn awaken within your cells. Tidal breathing. Your inhalation draws currents from the field, your exhalation releases impressions back. Whisper, I prosper, and feel your word entering the cosmic tide, carried far and returned enriched. The loom of creation. See your aura as a cosmic loom, your breath as the shuttle, your words as the thread. Whisper, I am lucky, and watch a tapestry of fortune unfurl across the subtle plane. The eternal scroll. Feel a scroll of light unrolling before you, the silent record of your being. Place your hand upon your throat. Whisper, I am blessed, and see your words inscribed into the eternal text. The blessing of the ether. Inhale the ether like a soft wind, exhale like a wave of blessing. Whisper I prosper and feel your affirmation return as shimmering rain upon your field. The star within the voice your throat is a gate where stars once sang. Whisper I am lucky and feel constellations shift, aligning your path with hidden grace. The living breath of creation, each inhalation is the breath of creation entering you, each exhalation is your breath returning to the source. Whisper I am blessed and feel your life woven into the cosmic exhale. The infinite reflection, see your entire etheric field shimmer like galaxies. Whisper I prosper and feel your affirmation imprint itself into the etheric field, the primordial word reflected back as living reality. The first breath, place your hand upon your throat as though touching the first breath of creation. Inhale slowly, drawing in the vitality of the breath of life. Whisper I am blessed and feel the word become the pulse within your veins, the beginning speaks again through you. Sowing in the ether with each exhalation, see your words as feelings cast into a living etheric soil surrounding you. Whisper I prosper and watch the field accept the feeling, reflecting prosperity back to you as a living mirror. The living tide of light, feel your aura as a living tide, ebbing and flowing with thought and feeling. Place your palm on your throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel that fortune ride the tide outward and return enriched. The hidden pulse of the Logos, the breath of life, focus on your pulse beneath your fingers. This rhythm is the Logos, the breath of life, drumming in your veins. As you affirm I prosper, you set the beat of your life's music to a new cadence, one of abundance and grace. Beneath your hand, feel the ancient pulse of the word, older than stone, older than time. Whisper I am blessed and feel your voice harmonizing with the hymn of eternity. The blueprint within, close your eyes and imagine the primal pattern, the blueprint of your being, held quietly in light. As you inhale, whisper I prosper and feel the affirmation inscribe itself upon this luminous design. Writing light into form, see your etheric field as a structure of gold threads. Each word you speak is a shimmering strand. Whisper I am blessed and watch blessing weave itself through the fabric of your light. The reflecting mirror of the aura, remember that your aura reflects what you place within it. Place your hand on your throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the field sparkle with that intention, reflecting grace back upon your life. The word before words, breathe deeply and feel beneath your palm the silent word, the Logos, the breath of life, before sound. Whisper I am blessed and feel the silent hymn of the breath of life echo inside your cells. Breathing the cosmic tide, each inhalation draws currents of creation, each exhalation releases impressions into the field. Whisper I prosper and feel your affirmation floating upon the tide, returning to you transformed. The loom of creation, visualize your aura as a great loom, your breath as the shuttle, your words as the threads. Whisper I am blessed and see a tapestry of grace unfurl around your being. The scroll of your light, feel a scroll of living light unrolling within your aura, the story of your soul. Place your hand at your throat, whisper I prosper and feel your words etched upon its radiant pages. Drinking the ether, inhale the ether as though it were a soft wind from the stars. Exhale and release blessings into it. Whisper I am lucky and feel the field rain fortune back upon you. The constellations of the throat, your throat is a gate where stars once sang. Place your palm there, whisper I am blessed and feel constellations shift within your etheric sky, aligning your path. The breath of the beginning, with each inhalation you drink the breath of the beginning, with each exhalation you return your prayer to the source. Whisper I prosper and feel yourself woven into the breath of life. The infinite reflection of the Logos, the breath of life, see your aura as a vast mirror of galaxies, shimmering and alive. Place your hand on your throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and watch your affirmation ripple into the subtle universe, returning as living reality. The gate of the first breath. Place your palm upon your throat and feel the ancient gate of the word. Inhale deeply, drawing into yourself the silent currents of creation. Exhale softly and whisper, I am blessed, sensing the word feeling itself within the living soil of your etheric field. The feeling of light. Close your eyes and imagine your words as luminous feelings. As you whisper I prosper, see these feelings sinking into the structure of your aura, taking root in the subtle earth of your being. The pulse of the Logos, the breath of life. Focus on your pulse beneath your fingers. This rhythm is the Logos, the breath of life, drumming in your veins. As you affirm I prosper, you set the beat of your life's music to a new cadence, one of abundance and grace. Beneath your hand, feel the ancient pulse of the word, older than stone, older than time. Whisper I am blessed and feel your voice harmonizing with the hymn of eternity. Feel the vitality of the breath of life as the pulse within your veins. Hand on throat, whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the hidden pulse answering from beyond, moving through you like a cosmic heartbeat. The living tide. As you breathe in, feel the etheric layer drawing currents from the source. As you breathe out, feel your impressions carried back into it. Whisper I am blessed and let the living tide weave your affirmation into its ebb and flow. The whisper of the breath of life. Your primal pattern rests quietly, holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Touch your throat and say, I prosper, sensing the invisible blueprint brighten with the word. The structure of light. Imagine your aura as a structure of shimmering filaments, extending beyond the skin. Whisper I am blessed, feeling your voice write blessing directly into the network of your light. The etheric mirror. Know your aura is a mirror, reflecting what you inscribe upon it. Hand on throat, whisper I am lucky and feel that word echo into the field, returning to you multiplied. The current of origins. Breathe deeply and feel the current of the Logos, the breath of life, the breath before breath, flowing through your palm into your throat. Whisper I prosper and feel the river of creation answer you. The loom of being. Your etheric body is a loom, your breath the shuttle, your words the threads. Whisper I am blessed and watch a tapestry of grace being woven with each inhalation and exhalation. The scroll of the soul. Visualize a scroll of living light rolled within your aura. Place your palm at your throat and whisper I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, etching your affirmation into its radiant lines. Drinking the star wind. Inhale the ether as though drinking the wind from the stars. Exhale softly and release blessing back into it. Whisper I prosper and feel the field answering, raining prosperity back to you. The constellations of the throat. Your throat is a cosmic gate where constellations once sang. Hand on throat, whisper I am blessed and feel the stars in your subtle sky shift into alignment. The breath of the beginning. With each inhalation, drink the breath of the beginning. With each exhalation, return your prayer to its source. Whisper I am lucky and feel yourself woven into the breath of life. The invisible architecture. Feel the invisible architecture of your being, the primal pattern, quietly radiant. Place your hand on your throat, whisper I prosper and feel new structures of grace forming within your aura. The mirror of galaxies. See your etheric field as a vast mirror of galaxies, shimmering and alive. Whisper I am blessed and watch the affirmation ripple outward, returning as living reality reflected from the subtle universe. The primordial gate of breath. Close your eyes, place your hand upon your throat. Feel the pulse beneath your palm as the silent echo of the first word. Inhale and draw in the breath of creation, exhale and whisper I am blessed and know the vitality of the breath of life moves as your pulse. The feeling. So as posture. Hand upon throat, speak softly, I prosper. Imagine your words as feelings of living light sown into the subtle soil of your etheric aura. Watch them germinate and glow as they root themselves into your field. The etheric mirror with each inhalation, feel the ether drawing in currents of grace, with each exhalation, release your impressions. Whisper I am lucky and feel the field echoing it back, multiplied like ripples across a luminous pond. The living tide, feel the etheric layer as tide, ebbing, flowing with your thoughts and intentions. Whisper I am blessed and imagine your voice riding the tide into every cell of your body and every corner of your aura. The whisper of the breath of life beneath your hand at the throat lies the primal pattern, your blueprint. Speak, I prosper and feel the breath of life whisper back, shaping new forms from your utterance. The structure of light, visualize your aura as a structure of shimmering filaments extending beyond the skin. Whisper I am lucky and watch your words write new constellations into the structure of your light. The cosmic pulse, feel how the vitality of the breath of life is the pulse in your veins. Hand on throat, whisper I am blessed and feel the cosmic pulse answer you, aligning with your breath. The scroll of the soul, see a scroll of radiant script unfolding within your aura. Whisper I prosper and watch the words inscribe themselves in golden letters, sealing your soul's intentions into the etheric field. The tapestry of being, imagine your breath as a shuttle weaving light through the loom of your being. Each whispered word, I am lucky, threads prosperity into the tapestry of your aura. The chalice of the Logos, the breath of life, cup your hand lightly over your throat like a chalice receiving sacred wine. Whisper I am blessed and feel the Logos, the breath of life, pour through your palm, into your throat, and out into your aura as living blessing. The constellation of voice, feel the stars of your aura rearranging as you whisper. I prosper becomes a cosmic command, your aura responds by drawing new alignments of fortune and grace. The breath of the beginning, with each inhalation, drink the breath of the beginning, with each exhalation, release your blessing back into the sea of creation. Whisper I am lucky and feel the original word breathing you. The architecture of grace within your etheric field stands an invisible cathedral. Place your hand on your throat and whisper I am blessed, sensing each stone of that cathedral glow as your affirmation resonates. The garden of the ether, picture your aura as a living garden. Each whispered word, I prosper, becomes a feeling, each inhalation a rain of grace, each exhalation a sunbeam drawing it to bloom. The mirror of galaxies, feel your etheric field as a mirror of galaxies, shimmering with starlight. Hand on throat, whisper I am lucky and watch the affirmation ripple outward like a star wave, returning to you in multiplied forms. The gate of the Logos, the breath of life, place your hand upon your throat, feel the pulse beneath it. Breathe slowly, drawing into yourself the vitality of the breath of life. Whisper, I am blessed and feel the word of God planting itself as feeling within the soil of your aura. The breath of origins, inhale as though you are inhaling from the first dawn, the breath of creation itself. Exhale softly, whispering, I prosper and feel your aura shimmer, inscribed with the living current of the Logos, the breath of life. The feeling of the spoken word, your words are feelings. Hand upon throat, whisper, I am lucky. Imagine each syllable falling into the subtle earth of your etheric field, taking root, preparing to bloom in your world. The structure of light, visualize your aura as a structure of shimmering filaments extending beyond your skin. Whisper, I am blessed and feel your affirmation writing new constellations of blessing into your light. The living tide, feel your etheric field as a living tide, ebbing and flowing with your breath. As you inhale, draw the word into you, as you exhale, release your impressions. Whisper I prosper and feel the tide carrying your intention into creation. The whisper of the breath of life, place your hand upon your throat and feel the primal pattern quietly holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Speak, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and let your words open a doorway to the subtle fabric of creation. The etheric mirror, know that your aura mirrors what you inscribe upon it. Whisper, I am blessed, feeling your affirmation echo outward and return, multiplied as lived reality. The pulse of heaven beneath your palm, your throat holds the pulse of heaven. Inhale the presence of God. Exhale softly, whispering, I prosper, and feel the logos, the breath of life, moving through your veins as a cosmic heartbeat. The scroll of the soul, visualize your aura as a scroll of radiant script. Whisper, I am lucky, and see the words etch themselves into your soul's luminous parchment, alive and breathing. The garden of the ether, imagine your etheric field as a living garden. Whisper, I am blessed, and see your affirmation as a feeling falling into the subtle soil, nourished by your breath. The loom of being, your breath is the shuttle, your voice the thread, your aura the loom. Hand on throat, whisper, I prosper, and feel a tapestry of grace being woven into your aura. The chalice of the logos, the breath of life, cup your hand lightly over your throat as if holding a chalice. Whisper, I am lucky, and feel the word pouring into you like living light, filling the chalice of your being. The star wind, breathe as though you are drinking the wind of the stars. Whisper, I am blessed, and feel your aura illuminated, its starlight rearranging into new alignments of fortune. The cathedral of breath, visualize an invisible cathedral standing in your aura. Place your hand on your throat and whisper, I prosper, sensing the pillars glow brighter as your affirmation fills the sanctuary of your being. The mirror of galaxies, feel your etheric field as a mirror of galaxies, shimmering with starlight. Whisper, I am lucky, and see your words ripple outward, returning as a new constellation of prosperity and blessing. The first breath of the logos, the breath of life, hand upon the throat, draw a breath from the dawn of time. Feel the vitality of the breath of life enter your veins. Whisper, I am blessed, and feel the primordial word sowing its feeling in the silent soil of your aura. The feeling of speech, close your eyes. Hand resting at the throat, breathe deeply. Realize that every affirmation is feeling. Whisper, I prosper, and see roots descending into your etheric field, anchoring your future fruit. The living scroll, your aura is a scroll of light extending beyond your skin. Each word you speak writes upon it. Whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel the luminous script inscribing itself across your aura. The pulse of eternity beneath your palm, your throat carries the pulse of eternity. Inhale currents from the cosmic ocean. Exhale softly, planting your affirmation in the tide of your etheric aura. The tide of thought, breathe as though drawing in the tides of creation. Whisper, I am blessed, and feel your intention ebb and flow, carried by the living tide of your thoughts and emotions. The whisper of the breath of life, feel the primal pattern of your being, the blueprint holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Place your hand on your throat and murmur, I prosper, allowing the breath of life to shape itself into your life. The garden beyond the skin, visualize your etheric layer as a fertile garden. With each breath you draw its currents in, with each word you plant feelings. Whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and watch sprouts rise in your aura. The structure of light, your aura is a structure of shimmering filaments. Place your hand upon your throat and affirm, I am blessed. Feel the structure rearrange itself into a constellation of blessing. The mirror of heaven, know that what you inscribe upon your aura reflects back through your body into the world. Whisper, I prosper, and feel heaven's mirror shining your intention back to you. The chalice of breath, cup your palm lightly at your throat like a chalice. Inhale the breath of creation. Exhale, murmuring, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, and feel divine light pouring into your chalice of being. The loom of the soul. Your breath is the shuttle, your words are threads, your aura is the loom. With hand on throat whisper, I am blessed, and feel a tapestry of grace weaving itself in your aura. The star wind current. Draw the wind of the stars into your lungs. Whisper, I prosper, and feel your aura illuminated with cosmic particles aligning into new patterns of fortune. The cathedral of the ether. Imagine your etheric body as a cathedral of light, pillars glowing softly. Place your hand on your throat and affirm, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, filling the sanctuary with the vibration of prosperity. The ancient name. Feel the logos, the breath of life, as the ancient name breathing through you. Whisper, I am blessed, and let that name echo across the corridors of your cells, reawakening the pattern you came to embody. The galactic mirror. See your etheric field as a galaxy swirling around you, a living mirror of creation. Hand upon throat, murmur, I prosper, and feel your affirmation ripple outward, returning as constellations of experience. Each contemplation is both a meditation and a ritual act. Hand on throat, breath from the cosmic tide, word as feeling, aura as fertile field. Practicing them regularly weaves the primordial word into the living fabric of your aura. The dawn of the primordial sound. Before words were spoken, there was the breath of creation. Place your hand upon your throat and feel the logos, the breath of life, stirring within you, the vitality of the breath of life as the pulse in your veins. The ancestral breath. Across the ages, prophets, mystics, and sages placed their hands to the throat and called forth the word. In this act, you join them, whispering I am blessed into the living ether that surrounds you. The field of origins. Step inward to the etheric field extending just beyond your skin. It is ancient and alive. As you affirm with your palm at your throat, the feeling of your word is received and mirrored back by this subtle ocean. The living feeling of speech. Your voice is sowing. Every whisper of I prosper writes new patterns into the structure of your light, as the breath of life listens and responds. The blueprint within. Before form, there was pattern. Before pattern, there was the word. When you speak with hand at your throat, you awaken the primal blueprint quietly holding you in being. The breath of ages. Inhaling now, draw currents from the same breath that moved across the waters of creation. Exhale slowly, releasing impressions back into the living tide of your aura. The etheric mirror. Imagine your aura as a mirror of heaven, extending beyond the skin. Every affirmation whispered here, I am lucky, is etched into this mirror, shining back as embodied experience. The anointing of words. Ancient initiates believed the throat to be a gateway between worlds. In touching it and affirming, you anoint yourself with the logos, the breath of life, blessing the aura with living words. The tide that listens. The etheric layer is never static. It ebbs and flows with your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Speaking I am blessed here is like casting a radiant stone into its waters. The silent choir of light around you is a choir of luminous threads. With your hand on your throat, you become its conductor. Whisper I prosper and watch the threads vibrate in harmony with your intent. The sacred posture. This simple gesture, hand upon throat, is ancient as temples. It is how one sows word into spirit. Here, even your breath is an offering, your exhale a blessing to the world. The cosmic pulse. Feel your heartbeat echo the rhythm of stars. Inhale the vitality of the breath of life. Exhale your affirmation. You and the primordial word are one flowing breath. The whisper of the breath of life. In this stillness, the breath of life whispers to you through your primal pattern. By speaking I am lucky with intention, you inscribe the sky with new meaning. The cathedral of the ether. Visualize your etheric layer as a cathedral of light, alive and breathing. Every affirmation spoken here fills its vaulted space with divine resonance. The great inscription to whisper "I am blessed" or "I prosper" is to inscribe prosperity into the aura that surrounds you. In this practice you become the scribe of your own light. The first breath before any sound was uttered, the breath of creation moved silently through the void. Place your hand upon your throat and feel that ancient movement within you, the Logos, the breath of life, stirring as your pulse, waiting to be sown into the world through your words. The feeling of light, each word spoken with your palm at the throat is a feeling cast into the etheric soil. Whisper "I am blessed" and feel the feeling descending into the structure of your light, germinating prosperity in the hidden garden of your soul. The living mirror, the aura around you, is an ocean of reflection. Every affirmation, "I prosper," ripples through it and returns magnified. As you breathe in, draw its currents; as you exhale, sow new impressions into its living tide. The ancestral gesture from the temples of Kemet to the deserts of Judea, mystics touched the throat to awaken the word. When you mirror their gesture, you stand in an unbroken lineage of speakers of the sacred breath. The pulse, the vitality of the breath of life beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. The etheric tide, the vitality of the breath of life beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. The etheric layer is a tide that ebbs and flows with thought. Each inhalation draws its currents inward, each exhalation sends your intentions outward, writing your reality in luminous script. The whisper of the breath of life, your primal pattern, holds you in form while whispering of the sky. In this quiet, listen. Speak "I am lucky" as an echo of creation's first whisper. Its resonance inscribes new pathways in your soul. The scribe of light, you are the scribe of your own structure. Each affirmation with hand on throat is a stroke of light, writing blessing into the subtle fabric that holds your being. The cathedral of the aura, visualize your etheric layer as a vast cathedral of light. When you whisper "I am blessed," its vaulted chambers ring with your voice, and the echoes become embodied in your life. The cosmic breath, the vitality of the breath of life beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. The etheric layer is a tide that ebbs and flows with thought. Each inhalation draws its currents inward, each exhalation sends your intentions outward, writing your reality in luminous script. Breathe as the breath of life breathes, draw in starlight, exhale intention. This is how the vitality of the universe becomes the pulse of your veins and the vibration of your words. The luminous soil, the aura, is living soil. Your affirmations are feelings. With hand upon throat, you plant blessings. With breath, you water them. With stillness, you let them root and rise. The thread between worlds, your throat chakra, is the loom between worlds. Each spoken affirmation, "I prosper," is a golden thread woven into the tapestry of your etheric field. The eternal echo, the Logos, the breath of life, echoes through every inhalation. It is the voice beneath your voice. When you speak with awareness, your words are no longer mere sound but the breath of God returning to itself. The blessing tide, feel the living tide of your aura flowing outward as you exhale. Whisper "I am blessed" and feel the current carry that blessing into the field, where it multiplies and returns to you. The touch of creation, to feel this layer is to touch the subtle fabric of creation itself. In this posture, hand on throat, whispering words of blessing, you are creating. The ancient pulse in the stillness of your breath, feel the Logos, the breath of life, as the first pulse of existence moving through your veins. Place your hand upon your throat and feel the vibration of the word that shaped stars and oceans, now shaping your life. The temple of breath. Every inhalation is a pilgrimage into the temple of creation. As you exhale, you release offerings, words, intentions, and blessings into the etheric sanctuary surrounding your body. The sower of light. When you affirm I am blessed with your hand upon your throat, you become a sower of light, scattering feelings of divine pattern into the living soil of your aura, where they germinate. The mirror of the ether. Your etheric aura is a living mirror. It reflects each whispered truth back into your body and into the world, amplifying your words into currents of destiny. The breath of God within the Logos, the breath of life, the breath of creation, is no distant force. It inhales and exhales with you. In each cycle of breath, you rediscover the original rhythm of Genesis, written into your being. The structure of blessing. When you whisper I prosper in this posture, you are inscribing prosperity into the structure of your light. The subtle fibers of your being begin to glow with the pattern of your affirmation. The eternal current. This etheric tide flows through you. Each inhalation draws cosmic currents inward, each exhalation imprints your intentions outward. Your life is written on these tides. The blueprint. Whisper your primal pattern. The blueprint of your being holds you quietly in form while whispering of the breath of life. Place your awareness there and listen as the Logos, the breath of life, speaks in silence. The scribe of the soul. You are the scribe and your aura is the manuscript. Every spoken blessing with hand on throat is a stroke of divine ink, writing a living scripture into the aura of your soul. The ocean of reflection. Visualize your etheric layer as a shimmering ocean. As you affirm I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, ripples extend outward and return as waves of grace, carrying the imprints of your words back to you. The ancestral gesture. This act of touching the throat while speaking blessings is older than memory. It echoes the gestures of prophets and mystics who understood the throat as a gate between heaven and earth. The golden breath. Breathe deeply and draw in golden light into your lungs. With each exhalation, let that light carry your chosen words, blessing, prosperity, luck, into the aura, where they orbit like living satellites of intent. The loom of creation. The throat chakra is the loom of creation. Your breath is the shuttle, your words the threads. With each affirmation, you weave new patterns into the fabric of your aura and your destiny. The living tide. The etheric layer is a tide, ebbing and flowing with thought, emotion, and will. Stand within its movement. Whisper blessings and feel the tide carry them outward to shape the world. The touch of the primordial word. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation. Here, with hand upon throat, your words cease to be mere sound, they become the breath of God, returning to the field from which they arose. The fountain of the Logos, the breath of life. In the quiet of your breath, feel the primordial word as the first fountain of life. With your hand upon your throat, feel the echo of creation's first utterance flowing into your veins like a living hymn. The throne of the breath. Each inhalation is a return to the throne of God's presence, each exhalation ascending forth of His word. This sacred rhythm, joined with your hand upon your throat, makes you a living altar of the Logos, the breath of life. The sowing of blessings. What you affirm in this posture is feeling. I am blessed becomes a sown spark of divine light, planted in the etheric soil of your aura where it blooms as reality. The mirror of the subtle sea. Your aura is a subtle sea, shimmering just beyond your skin. Into it your words fall like stones, rippling outward and returning their vibrations through your body, reshaping the tides of your life. The first breath. Still breathing. The breath of creation never ceased, it moves in you now. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, rise and fall in your lungs, and know that every word you speak here carries the power of the first morning. The structure of light. When you whisper I am blessed, you inscribe new geometry into the structure of your being. Light rearranges itself according to your spoken affirmation, like sacred constellations reformed by your intent. The living current. Your etheric layer is a current. With each inhalation you draw from the breath of life, with each exhalation you release your signature back, writing your presence into the aura. The whisper of the breath of life. Here lies your primal pattern, the silent design that holds you in form. In this stillness, listen to the whispers of the breath of life calling you back to the source from which your being arose. The scribe of heaven. Your throat is the pen, your breath the ink. Every affirmation written upon your aura is a new line in the scripture of your soul, returning to you as living truth. The ocean of impressions. Close your eyes and feel the etheric ocean flow beyond your skin. When you say I prosper or I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, impressions move outward as waves of fortune, circling back with grace. The ancient gesture touching your throat while speaking blessings is a motion older than history. Prophets, mystics, and sages knew this gate as the place where heaven's word enters earth's flesh. The golden breath of creation. Breathe in and draw in golden light from the heart of the cosmos. As you exhale, let that light carry your chosen words, blessing, prosperity, luck, into the subtle realm, where they begin to orbit you. The loom of your destiny. Your throat chakra is the loom, your breath the shuttle, your words the threads. With each whisper you weave new tapestries in the fabric of reality. The tide of your intentions. The etheric layer is a living tide. When you whisper I am blessed or I prosper, you set a current in motion that carries your intentions outward to meet you again as form. The touch of the primordial word. To place your hand upon your throat and speak is to return to the origin, the place where the word first became breath. Here your affirmations are no longer sounds, they are the breath of God, written into the field that holds your soul. The first sound still speaks. Close your eyes and imagine the first word, the Logos, the breath of life, unfolding from silence. Feel its resonance as the vitality of the breath of life pulsing in your veins, as though the first morning of creation were breathing within you now. The throat as a sacred gate. Place your hand upon your throat. This is no mere touch, but a sealing of the ancient gate where breath becomes word, and word becomes feeling. What you speak here is planted in the field of your own light. The feelinged breath. Inhale deeply from the subtle ether around you. As you exhale, whisper I am blessed and know that your words are sown into the structure of your being, like divine feelings waiting to bloom. The mirror of the aura. Feel the etheric aura extending just beyond your skin. Into this living mirror your thoughts and words are cast, and from it reflections return, weaving new realities into your body and world. The living tide. The etheric layer is never static. With each inhalation you draw from the cosmic tide, with each exhalation you release your impressions back into it, shaping its ebb and flow with your intentions. The pulse of creation. Feel how the vitality of the breath of life pulses within your veins. This is memory, the first breath of creation still moving through you, waiting for your conscious shaping. The whisper of the breath of life. Here lies your primal pattern, quietly holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Rest your awareness there, where your body ends and the subtle begins, and listen to the Logos, the breath of life, in silence. The script of light. To say I am blessed in this posture is to write blessing into the structure of one's light. Imagine these words as threads of gold weaving themselves through your etheric fabric. The breath of prosperity. Inhale currents from the aura. As you exhale, whisper I prosper. Feel the vibrations travel through your throat, into your aura, and out into the world, inscribing prosperity into the field that surrounds you. The returning wave, every thought and word is a wave you send out. Feel how your aura reflects it back, enriched, magnified, transformed, returning your own intentions clothed in new form. The ancient practice, this gesture, hand upon throat, word upon breath, is older than memory. Prophets and mystics practiced it to attune their voices to heaven's word and bring its power into the world of matter. The subtle fabric of creation, to feel your etheric layer is to touch the fabric of creation itself. It is like brushing the inner edge of the sky, where sound, light, and form are still fluid. The blueprint in motion, your primal pattern, is a living script. With every affirmation, you inscribe new lines, revising your story in the language of the Logos, the breath of life. The golden current, visualize a golden current flowing from the center of the cosmos into your breath. As you whisper, I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, see it spiral outward, circling you like a halo of magnetized fortune. The word made breath in this moment, your breath is the breath of creation, your word the word of God. Speak with reverence. Whatever you affirm here becomes. The first pulse of the Logos, the breath of life. Close your eyes and breathe. Feel the first word of creation vibrating through your chest, flowing upward into your throat. This is the vitality of the breath of life, the pulse within your veins. The hand upon the gate, place your hand upon your throat gently. Feel the meeting of flesh and ether, breath and intention. In this sacred posture, what is affirmed is planted in the soil of your light. Sowing sound into the ether, whisper, I am blessed. Envision the sound as golden feelings scattering into the aura beyond your skin. Watch as these feelings begin to glow and take root in the field that surrounds you. The mirror beyond the skin, feel the etheric aura extending just beyond your body. It receives your affirmations as impressions, reflecting them back through your being, shaping the tone of your life. The tide of breath, each inhalation draws currents from this living field. Each exhalation releases your impressions back into it. Feel how your etheric layer ebbs and flows like the ocean, animated by your own thoughts and intentions. The living blueprint, here lies your primal pattern, the blueprint of your being, quietly holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Rest your awareness here, it is your original script, still soft enough to be rewritten. Touching the subtle fabric, to feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation. It is as though your fingers brush the inner edge of heaven, where your breath weaves sound into light. Writing blessing into light, to say I am blessed with hand upon throat is to write blessing into the structure of your light. See the words as luminous threads weaving through your entire being. Whispering prosperity into the field, whisper I prosper, I am blessed, I am lucky. With each breath, inscribe prosperity into the aura, embracing your soul, like calligraphy on living water. The returning echo, your words ripple outward into the ether. Feel them returning, magnified, carrying the essence of what you affirmed back into your heart and life. The ancient stream, this practice, hand upon throat, word upon breath, is an ancient stream. Imagine yourself among those who, in ages past, attuned their breath to heaven's word to anchor the invisible in the visible. The structure of being, visualize your etheric layer as a structure of shimmering threads. Each affirmation you whisper tightens and brightens this web, strengthening its resonance with the word of God. Breathing the presence, inhale from the heart of the cosmos. Exhale and give back your blessings. In this exchange, you breathe with the presence of God, the breath of creation. The golden resonance as you whisper I am blessed, see golden currents spiral through your throat and into your aura. They orbit you like a sunlit tide, drawing in matching experiences from the world. The word made flesh within you in this sacred posture, your breath becomes the breath of creation, your word the word of God. Feel how the Logos, the breath of life, moves through you, as living reality, shaping your body and your destiny. The first breath of Logos. Breathe in and imagine the first vibration of the Logos, the breath of life, the word before all worlds. Feel it rising from eternity into your veins as a living pulse, awakening the vitality of the breath of life within you. The gate of the throat. Place your hand gently upon your throat. This is the ancient gate where word becomes world, where sound becomes feeling. What you affirm here is sown into the field of light. The aura as soil. Feel the etheric aura extending beyond your skin, shimmering like a subtle garden. Each word you utter falls into this soil as a feeling, destined to return as living fruit in your life. Writing blessing into light as you whisper, I am blessed. See threads of light weaving through your aura, inscribing blessing into the structure of your being. This is the creative act of spirit through you. The tidal breath. Feel each inhalation drawing cosmic currents from the ether, and each exhalation releasing your impressions back into it. Your aura is a living tide, shaped by your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Whisper of the breath of life. Here lies your primal pattern, the blueprint of your being, quietly holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Rest your awareness in this and let it guide your becoming. The subtle fabric. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation, as though your breath brushes the inner weave of heaven. This is the place where word and breath meet light. The golden circuit. When you affirm I prosper or I am lucky, I am fortunate, I am favored, I am gifted, see golden currents circling from your throat into your aura. They orbit you like a living halo, drawing matching experiences from the world around you. The mirror beyond flesh. Your etheric field mirrors your inner voice. Speak blessing and it reflects blessing. Speak prosperity and it reflects prosperity. This is the living covenant between your word and your world. The ancient practice. Visualize yourself among sages of old, who placed their hands upon their throats to align their breath with the breath of God. You now enter their timeless practice, attuning sound to spirit. The feeling of sound. Feel your affirmations as feelings of sound planted deep into the luminous soil of your aura. See them germinate and sprout into new realities, flowering in your life without effort. The living blueprint. Contemplate your etheric body as a structure of silver and gold threads. Each whispered word brightens and strengthens the web, making your life field more coherent, magnetic, and aligned. Breathing with the presence. Inhale as though drawing from the heart of the cosmos, exhale as though giving back your gratitude. In this exchange, your breath merges with the breath of creation, your word with the Logos, the breath of life. The spiral of blessing. As you whisper I am blessed and its synonyms, feel a spiral of light rise from your throat, encircle your head, and descend into your heart. This spiral imprints blessing into every cell. The word made flesh within you. Now feel the Logos, the breath of life, living inside you, as your own breath, your own word. This is the mystery, the word of God made flesh in your being, shaping your destiny through sound, breath, and light. The first sound. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. Inhale as though drawing from the silent well before creation. The Logos, the breath of life, rises as a pulse within your veins. As you exhale, feel the word echo through your cells, shaping your being. The gate of the throat. Place your hand upon your throat as the ancients once did. Feel this as the holy gate where word becomes world. What you affirm here is sown into eternity. The etheric soil. The aura extending beyond your skin is fertile ground. Each whispered word falls like a feeling into this aura, germinating, flowering later as lived experience. Structure blessing. To say I am blessed in this posture is to weave threads of living light into your structure. With each breath, the structure grows brighter, more coherent, more resonant with heaven. The tidal field. Your etheric layer is not static. Each inhalation draws currents from the cosmic field, each exhalation releases impressions back. You are both tide and shoreline of divine movement. The whispering blueprint. There is a primal pattern, a quiet blueprint holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. As you rest awareness upon your throat, feel its soft instructions rising through your breath. The subtle fabric. To feel this layer is to touch the loom of the Creator, the subtle weave behind appearances. Here, your words become threads, your breath becomes the shuttle weaving them through light. The golden circuit. When you whisper I prosper, imagine a golden current circling from your throat through your aura. It returns bearing reflections of prosperity from the world. The mirror field. The etheric aura mirrors your affirmations. Speak blessing and it reflects blessing, speak abundance and it reflects abundance. In this mirror, the Logos, the breath of life, writes your destiny. The ancients visualize standing with ancient prophets and sages who placed hands upon their throats to join their breath with the breath of God. You are entering their timeless practice. The feeling of sound. Each whispered affirmation is a living feeling of sound planted in the subtle earth around you. With patience, it will sprout realities aligned with its tone. The living web. See your etheric body as a web of silver and gold. Each whispered I am lucky strengthens and brightens this web, making you magnetic to experiences of grace. The cosmic exchange. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. Breathe as though inhaling from the heart of the cosmos, exhale as though gifting your gratitude back. This exchange aligns your word with the primordial word. The spiral blessing. As you whisper I am blessed, feel a spiral of light rise from your throat, encircle your body, and descend into your heart. This spiral imprints blessing upon every cell. The Word made flesh. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. Inhale as though drawing from the silent well before creation. The Logos, the breath of life, rises as a pulse within your veins. As you exhale, feel the word echo through your cells, shaping your being. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, alive inside you as your own pulse and breath. This is the mystery, the Word of God made flesh through your voice, shaping your destiny through light and sound. The primordial pulse. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. Inhale as though drawing from the silent well before creation. The Logos, the breath of life, rises as a pulse within your veins. As you exhale, feel the word echo through your cells, shaping your being. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, alive inside you as your own pulse and breath. This is the mystery, the Word of God made flesh through your voice, shaping your destiny through light and sound. Close your eyes, place your hand upon your throat, and feel the hidden vitality of the cosmos as your pulse. Feel the Logos, the breath of life, as the silent rhythm within your veins. The sowing word. The vitality of the cosmos beats within your veins. In this stillness, recognize it as your own heartbeat. The Logos, the breath of life, circulates as blood, as breath, as living speech. The etheric layer is a tide that ebbs and flows with thought. Each inhalation draws its currents inward, each exhalation sends your intentions outward, writing your reality in luminous script. Breathe as the cosmos breathes, draw in starlight, exhale intention. This is how the vitality of the universe becomes the pulse of your veins and the vibration of your words. With hand upon throat, affirm your truth softly. Realize it is sown into the etheric field, where your words take root as living forces. The aura as mirror, perceive the aura extending just beyond your skin as a mirror of your affirmations. Each word spoken is reflected back, woven into your body and released into the world. Blessing the structure, whisper I am blessed while feeling your throat's vibration ripple outward. Imagine those words inscribing luminous filaments into the structure of your light body, strengthening its brilliance. Cosmic inhalation. With each inhalation, draw currents from the infinite field. With each exhalation, release impressions back into it, like tides mingling the ocean of creation with the breath of your soul. The living tide. Feel the etheric layer as a living tide, never still, but always responding to your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Your breath and words shape its ebb and flow. The blueprint. Whisper here lies your primal pattern, the sacred blueprint of your being. As you place your hand upon your throat, feel it holding you in form while whispering to the breath of life. Touching the fabric. To feel this layer is to touch the fabric of creation. Close your eyes and imagine your fingers resting upon threads of starlight, woven from the breath of God. Prosperity's inscription. Whisper I prosper with devotion. Feel the word travel through your throat into the field surrounding you, where it inscribes a pattern of abundance into the subtle layer that surrounds you. The word as feeling. Every word you speak from this posture is a feeling. Imagine planting each affirmation into the earth around you, knowing it will sprout as lived experience. The ancient practice. Visualize standing in a long line of mystics, prophets, and sages who placed their hands upon their throats to align their speech with the divine breath. Feel their practice moving through you. The etheric garden. Your etheric aura is a garden tended by your words. Each I am blessed drops like a dewdrop onto waiting soil, nourishing blossoms of grace. The returning current. Whisper I am lucky and feel the current leaving your body, circling through the ether, and returning multiplied. The field reflects to you what you impress upon it. Creation. Even in silence, the logos, the breath of life, moves. In stillness, feel the breath of creation drawing through your throat like a wind shaping worlds. The word made light. Realize that as you whisper I am blessed, the primordial word becomes light within you. You are the living page where divine breath writes its blessing into form.